Hey y'all, what's up? It's Noah. It's early. Behind me is a crane that we're going to be using for a TV show. It's like 6 something in the morning. We got up pretty early. We're shooting out here with the horses and stunts and drones, so it's going to be a fun day. Those are prop carts. Pretty cool. Prop carts. Craft service. Craft service. Hey friends, this is Noah from Hacking Hollywood. I am here on the Paramount lot, and I'm being kind of quiet because they are shooting right next door on a pilot that I'm working on. One of the questions I keep getting asked is, how come I don't shoot very much footage on the lot or incorporate that kind of stuff? I will when I can, but ultimately I still work in the industry. As you can see, I've got my headset on. I've got my walkie-talkie, skins, I've got a call sheet. So there's very limited things that I can actually share with you guys and talk with you guys about because my job's at stake. I like to keep the relationship I have with the studios and the different lots that I have, but I also want to inform you guys with the cool things that are happening on set. So I'll show you as much as I can, but at the same time, I'm never going to be able to expose shows or secrets and that kind of stuff as far as plot lines go and story goes, but hopefully you'll be able to see some pictures and that kind of stuff too, but it's going to be very limited, and that's just kind of how the show's going to be. All right, friends, we're getting near the end of the day here. It's been a long one so far. It's 8:25 right now, and I've been on set since about 6:30. So we're still shooting, still got lots of stuff to do, but I just wanted to give you an update. Set days are long. Be prepared for that. We're still on the lot, so it's been a pretty calm day on the lot. Shooting tends to be a little less crazy, a little more enjoyable than being on location because you're in one spot, and so it's a little more controlled. Can be very boring at times, but when you have a good crew, it works out. One of the interesting things I like pointing out is each of the sound stages here at Paramount has a plaque, and that tells you what they've shot in the past on that stage before. So there's some pretty famous sets that people have used, from Star Trek to Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and all different sorts of names of different shows and sets that have been on that stage, which is pretty cool. Right now I'm at the working trucks right in front of costumes. All right, friends, I'm just getting off the lot. It is late. How late? 10 o'clock. Been here since 6:30 a.m. 10 p.m. You can do the math. It's a lot. That's a pretty normal day on set, and now I get to go home. Today I am crashing at my buddy's house because he lives closer than I do to my set tomorrow, which I'll have to get up for and be at by 8:15 a.m. because PAs don't have a strong turnaround. That's one of the interesting things about set. Actors get a 12-hour turnaround if they're SAG-AFTRA, usually at least. The DP has an 11-hour turnaround. So both of those people are protected by those numbers, which really helps ensure that productions don't take advantage of people. As far as PAs go, you pay your dues, you get there early, you leave late, work long hours. If you're on a proper show, you'll get overtime for it. There are some shows that do flats, and I pretty much have stopped taking flats. Okay, so I totally forgot to tell you what a flat is. So a flat is a fixed rate of pay for that day of working. So it could be $200 for the day, it could be $400 for the day. And what that means is even if you work 2 hours, if you work 16 hours, or if you work 20 hours, you get the same day rate, right? So it's the same rate of pay no matter how long you work for. And so usually you'll see flats on like music videos or lower budget productions where they're trying to get the most out of their crew. And that's why I mentioned that I no longer do flats, because I had enough experience where I no longer had to take flat rates. Typically, your date is based off of a 12-hour day. So that means when you work for 12 hours and you continue after that, you get paid overtime. So you'll see 12/200, right? That's $200 for 12 hours worth of work. When you're working corporate projects or really nicer projects, they tend to be based off of a 10-hour day instead of a 12 or a flat rate. So this is all going to depend on where you live, what the typical rates are for that system, and what you can negotiate with the producer who's hiring you. So keep that in mind. Let's get back to the video. I've been doing this a while, and so I have enough contact, I have enough work that I don't need to take rates like that. And generally speaking, if you take a job that's a flat, they're gonna be pushing the hours and kind of taking advantage of you. When you're first in the business, you kind of have to take jobs like that. But the more seasoned you are, the less of those things you have to do. So I'm usually, at least on the bigger shows, across the street here, they take care of your parking. So got a little parking validation for this lot I'm walking across to from Paramount. I don't know how to get in here. I don't know. Hopefully it's unlocked. Just as expected. I have to go around this side way because I've done this once before. Okay, so just getting in the car after that fun day outside. Taking off my earpiece. That feels amazing to do. Bye-bye earpiece. Usually on a long drive home, I tend to kick off my shoes. Sometimes I'll roll the window down depending on how tired I am. That's kind of a cool trick to do. I know one person who gets their wallet and holds it in their hand. Safety is a big priority, obviously, for you and me. We got to keep ourselves safe. One of the biggest dangers about set is the drive home. People get in their car after a 14, 16 hour day like today. They drive home and they fall asleep at the wheel and they get in a car accident. So one of the stories I was told, a buddy of mine had their wallet in their hand and they would dangle it out the window, and that apparently helped to keep them awake. So not that I suggest that you do that for yourself, but that's just something you've got to figure out what's going to help you stay awake. Well, my go-to is sunflower seeds. That's a tip that I use. Thankfully, I'm crashing at a buddy's place tonight, so I don't have to be up super late. Driving home, coming back in the morning, so long hours. So if you're in this business, you got to be in it for the long haul. Signing off. Have a good night.